are here because of a grave injustice.
Yes.
Once again, we have to come because those who we have hired and we pay to protect and serve have killed yet another black man. And we here to say like Freddie Lou Hamer, we're sick and tired of being sick and tired. Enough is enough. And so as clergy, as BLM and FTLC and CCC, all of us come together in unity to say enough is enough. Yeah. Show the video. 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 And so when we say the name, we say his name for a reason, because all across this nation, all across this world should know the name Jabari Peoples. And so when I say his name, I want you to say it with conviction, with love. Say his name. Jabari Peoples. 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 Yes. At this time, we do ask that you all, if you have a cell phone, silence your phone, so that the press conference would not be interrupted, so that all of us will be able to hear clearly, so that the media can get whatever the media can get. But more importantly, what was important is, as we was preparing for the service and laying Jabari to rest, what was said was that there's something different about this moment, but not just this moment, but this movement. And what's different is it has a different fire.
Yeah.
But more importantly, it has people standing courageously with boldness, coming together to say enough is enough.
Yes.
And we're not going to have it on our watch. And so I want to thank all of you for coming out. At this time, we're going to turn it over to the hands of the attorney Benjamin Crump, and the legal team. That's me.
Thank you. Good afternoon to each of you and to this family, Jabari family, and to all of you that are assembled here. I'm Pastor Sellers. I'm standing in for my brother, who is Pastor Friendship. Not only his brother, but also his state representative, as well as co-laborer in the gospel, pastoring as well. We want to just lead off with prayer. Father, we thank you for this opportunity of sharing. But God, we thank you for this place, this hollow ground that you've allowed us to stay in.
Yes.
Now, God, we ask your blessing in this place, but Lord, we ask your comfort upon this family, this mother, this father, this friends and family and loved ones. Lord, undergird them with the power of your Holy Spirit. Lord, we thank you for what you're getting ready to do.
Yes.
But God, we celebrate you because we know victory is already won.
Yes.
Now, Lord, give us direction, give us guidance.
Yes.
Lord, you undergird even the legal team,
Yes.
where they'll be able to stand for himself. We thank you, oh God, in Jesus' name, amen.
Thank you, Reverend Sellers, again for allowing us to be in the cathedral here in Homewood, Alabama, for this important press conference. Before we begin, I want to thank the Black Lives Matter chapter for being so vigilant, and all the activists for continuing to say his name.
Jabari.
Say his name. Say his name. Thank you, Reverend Sellers. It's not lost on any of us that Saturday, this family had to bury their 18-year-old child. And they still didn't have the answers about why and how he was killed. And I and our legal team have vowed to help them get the answers, because not only does the family need answers, but the community needs answers, and America needs answers as to what happened to Jabari Peoples. Yeah, I know. I'm Attorney Ben Crump, and I have present with me some incredible lawyers who are co-counsels to represent the family of Jabari Peoples. I will introduce them, and then I will introduce Jabari's immediate family members who are on the pulpit with us. We have attorney Leroy Maxwell, who has so gallantly been fighting this fight. A lot of times he and his firm were on their own, but he got help now. He ain't alone. So we're happy to be here fighting with you, Attorney Maxwell. And you saw Attorney Rodney Barganier, who he and I have had the pleasure of trying cases in many states. I know he's a law professor, so we got the professor on the team, Attorney Rodney Barganier. And then Attorney Lisa Park, who was born here in Alabama, even though she heads up our office in Atlanta, and she has been day and night for the last week. You gonna call every night? Every night, Attorney Lisa Park is making sure we dot every I and cross every T. And then we have Attorney Eric Hertz, who is goodness, I guess, very qualified trial lawyer. He trials cases all over the United States. That's what he and I have done on many occasions. He's based out of Atlanta, Georgia, and we know that we're going to have a team of lawyers who are dedicated to truth and justice above all else.
Yeah.
And so that's what we have here. And I just want to thank them publicly, as I do privately, for their tenacity and conviction to fight for justice wherever they find it. So thank you all, you great lawyers. It's always a team effort. And then the people who matter most here, and that is Jabari's family, his heartbroken family. His mother, Vivian Sterling, his father, William Peoples Sr., his brother, William D. Peoples, William L. Peoples, Antonio Peoples, Tashara Peoples, and Angel Peoples. Y'all give a special round of applause for this family. Let them know they're not alone. That we stand with them. And we're going to keep standing with them. And we're going to fight to get justice for Jabari. Justice for Jabari. Justice for Jabari. Justice for Jabari. Say his name. Say his name. Say his name. Thank you. And I know Saturday was hard. As a parent, I can't even imagine bearing your child who's doing all the right things. I know we're here to talk about the findings from the independent autopsy, but let's never forget that Jabari represented the best we had to offer. The very best. Yeah. I mean, doing everything right. Never been convicted of a crime. Never even been arrested. An 18-year-old college freshman, a double major. Computer information systems and criminal justice. Wanted to be a detective. Wanted to be in law enforcement. I mean, the best we had to offer for the future. That's what you all gave this world. And we are devastated along with you while he is not in this world anymore. Before we get to showing the diagrams and the anatomical models to present the preliminary findings. These are the preliminary findings of the independent autopsy that was retained by the family. And I draw a specific emphasis that it is a preliminary finding because we don't have all the evidence and you cannot draw conclusions until you get all of the evidence. And so we need to see the video before we can have conclusions. This helps the family at least have some questions answered.
Yes.
But it's not conclusive yet. Right. Because we don't have the video.
Right.
And before we start talking about the preliminary findings, I thought it was important that we have attorney Leroy Maxwell, who is local here to Birmingham, to talk about the importance of transparency and why we filed the lawsuit and why we need the video. So I give you a great lawyer, not only here in Birmingham, but all over the country, attorney Leroy Maxwell.
Thank you all so much for being here today. Again, if the goal here is transparency and if the goal is justice, and the goal should always be transparency.
That's right.
And it should always be justice.
Yes.
Right? If those are our goals, this isn't a hard ask.
It's not.
Okay? It's not a hard ask for the Peoples family. It's not a hard ask for the community. It's not a hard ask for the state. Give us the evidence.
Yes.
Show us the video.
Yes.
All right, today, we're going to be announcing some preliminary findings, but we can't do anything or have any sort of conclusions until we get all the pieces of evidence.
Yes.
And there's a key piece of evidence that's being held from us, and that's the video.
Yes.
The video footage. We filed a petition in the court. As you all know, City of Homewood has replied to that, and we'll be filing our responses soon. And in their response, they essentially said that ALEA, the Alabama Law Enforcement Agency, is the custodian of the video. All right, and we know that. We know that they're the ones that have been blocking Homewood from allowing us to see that. But our petition covers much more than that.
Yes.
We know that there's all kinds of video footage in that park. All right. We want to see that evidence.
Yes.
We want to know the name of this officer.
Yes.
We want to know the IOS and the incident reports. All those things are asked for in our petition. So the video footage is one thing, and believe me, it's the main thing, and it's something that the family deserves to see. If any of us were in this situation, and I couldn't imagine burying one of my sons, but if any of us were in this situation, the only right thing to do, the only just thing to do, the only transparent thing to do would be to show the family what happened in this last moment.
That's right.
That's what we're asking for.
Yes.
And so, again, we're setting our petition for a hearing next month. But we will continue, all of us lawyers here will continue to fight for what it is that we believe the Peoples family deserves, and that's transparency.
That's right.
Justice. Thank you.
And thank you, attorney Maxwell. Thank you for your tenacity. At this time, we're gonna talk about the preliminary findings. Attorney Eric Hertz, who talked at length with the medical examiner, is gonna go into detail, but we want to tell you it was important to have an independent medical examiner do a physical review of Jabari's body. And so we had his body transported to Atlanta, Georgia, where independent medical examiner and Mr. Hertz will talk a little bit about her credentials and what she found. These are the preliminary findings based on her autopsy with limited information. Oh God. And so these are preliminary findings. We want everybody to understand that this isn't conclusive because we don't have the video. And before she can draw conclusions, she would want to have the video. Just as I would imagine that the county medical examiner reviewed the video before he concludes his autopsy. And, we're at a disadvantage because they got the video. They know what happened to Jabari Peoples. They just won't show us. So we got to try to put together this puzzle, which I think is so unfair. So unfair to Jabari's family. And so we would imagine that they had the video and they had the body to do the autopsy. We didn't have that. We had a key piece, but it wasn't all the pieces. We had Jabari's body that they examined, and these were her findings. And Eric, we're gonna have you start to talk just a minute, but it's very clear to us when you look at this that her preliminary findings is that the cause of death, as we all knew, was from a gunshot wound. And she concludes that the gunshot wound in her preliminary finding, based on the evidence she had before her, was that it was a shot to the back. And that's why we have to get the video, because we need to know if, based on her preliminary finding, why was Jabari shot in the back. We need to know if there are any other shots fired. That's why we need to see the video, hear the audio. We need to know why, if there is any reason to justify shooting a person in the back. Attorney Park, you know, when we were little, you know, it's one of the most cowardly things you could ever do.
That's right.
To shoot a person in the back.
Yeah.
So we need to know if there's additional information. Aaliyah has all the information. This family is grasping at straws, trying to get the answers. And it's not fair. It is not right. It is not just. And so this is what we are left with, trying to figure out what other pieces of evidence do we need to be able to understand how and why Jabari Peoples was killed. At this time, as I said, he's a very skilled litigator, and there was a reason he was talking to the medical examiner, because if we're in a trial situation, we want to know every aspect of it. And him and Attorney Barganier, they will be going deep to get to the truth. The truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. And so I give you Attorney Eric Hertz to go into detail about the preliminary findings and what else we need. Attorney Hertz.
Thanks everybody for being here. My name's Eric Kurtz. These cases, me and Mr. Crump do these all over the country, and they're an uphill battle. And the reason why they're an uphill battle is because investigations regarding law enforcement done by law enforcement has a natural bias, doesn't it? It does. Now, society is judged by how the most powerful treat the most vulnerable. And in this situation, young Mr. Peoples was the most vulnerable. Let me tell you what the medical examiner in Atlanta said, the top medical examiner, or at least one of the top medical examiners in the country. She said, based on the preliminary information, this sketch appeared to show possible entry of a gun wound right there. We need the bullet. We need to know where the bullet is, because it's not in the body.
Well,
We have questions, and we respectfully, as respectful as we can, ask the law enforcement here to share what they know, because transparency is what it's all about. And I'm proud to be able to represent the family of Mr. Crump and these fine other attorneys. And if there's any questions later on, feel free to ask me about it. So the bullet appears to come in through the back, bullets go in a straight line. They don't ricochet.
Right.
When it's soft tissue like this. If this bullet went in a straight line, then we're looking at the heart and the lungs and the part where it comes out the chest or lodged inside the chest. And that preliminarily is what we want to find out, because that would be the cause of death. Thank you.
Thank you, Attorney Hertz. And as Attorney Hertz and Attorney Park were explaining to me from their conversations with the medical examiner, they did not find exit wound based on what they saw. So the bullet would be in the body unless the government officials have claimed the bullet, taken it out of his body. And so they know the bullet, they know the caliber, they know everything. We're grasping at straws because we don't know any of that information. And as Attorney Hertz said, it's important to get the bullet so we can understand what kind of bullet it was, the trajectory of the bullet, the power of the bullet, everything, what likely killed him. We know it was a gunshot wound, but what did it hit in his body? All of those things become germane to get into the truth. And it underscores even more, Attorney Barganier, why we gotta have the video. I mean, can you imagine trying to get the answers? How many weeks has it been now? 3 weeks. 3 weeks. And you still don't have the answers to why your son is buried in the ground. I mean, a good kid. A good kid. This does not exemplify who they know Jabari to be. And so the video is going to tell us the last minutes, the last moments, the last second that Jabari was alive and what happened. And coupled with the preliminary findings of the autopsy, we can get to the truth of what happened to Jabari Peoples. I feel so lost not to be able to tell this family what happened to their child. I think all of us in this community and people who hear about this story, you just feel a little weak not to be able to tell them the truth of what happened. Because that's all they want to know is what happened.
Yeah.
If this was the mayor of Homewood, Alabama's child,
Well,
they would want to know.
That's right.
If this was the governor of Alabama's child, they would want to know. If this is the president of the United States child, they would want to know.
yeah.
So why is it any different when it's the parent of a young black child?
Oh, God.
Why can't we know the truth? Why do we have to play this game of fighting to get to the truth? How long is it going to take? 3 weeks and counting, Alabama.
Oh, God.
How long is it going to take? How long? At this time, we're going to have his parents talk to you about how difficult, sad it was, and why they continue every day to pray for the answers. We have his mother, Vivian Peoples, and his father, William Peoples.
We buried our child Saturday, and we buried him Saturday, and it's hard. It's hard to even think about burying your child. It's hard about ever. You want your child to bury you.
Yes.
You don't. You had to bury the child. No parent, no way, no parent. Only thing we want to do is see the video. We want to see the video. Just show us what happened to our child, please. Show the video, please.
No child.
That's right, Mr. Peoples.
Okay. This is very hard, and Ms. Vivian was gonna talk to you, but she said she can't do it. That was her baby. Before we go to your questions, like Mr. Peoples said, it's so hard to bury a child. Now imagine burying that child and not knowing why he is dead. Knowing that it was the individual who was supposed to protect and serve him who ended up killing him. Try sleeping at night with that in your mind. The nightmare scenario Frank Matthews that creates to not just his parents, but to Angel and to Shara and his brothers every night trying to say, Lord, just tell us what happened. We want to know.
Yes.
And so I hope it touches the hearts of the elected officials, of the agony and the trauma that you're putting this family through by withholding this video.
Yes.
I mean, it's insult on top of injury to make them have to file lawsuits to release the video, have to go hire independent medical examiners to get basic information. It's not right.
It's not right.
They don't need to say no more, just show the video.
Say no more.
Don't say no more,
Show the video.
don't say no more, don't say no more. Justice for Jabari Peoples. Justice for Jabari Peoples. Justice for Jabari Peoples. At this time, if you have questions, we will try to answer them for you with the understanding that all we have is a preliminary finding. We can't draw any conclusions because, like you, we ain't seen the video neither. Any questions from the meeting? Yes, sir.
Austin with ABC 3340. If the gunshot wound was in his back and you said the bullet may have ended in his vital organs, was he bent over?
We don't know, and we don't want to make assumptions, but obviously the medical examiner has some thoughts, but she won't relay those thoughts conclusively because the video would tell us exactly the position he was in when the shot was fired. So this makes us think even more about what happened, but most importantly, it underscores again why we got to see that video.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, Scott Mitchell with CBS 42. Attorney Maxwell had released a statement, I believe it was 2 weeks ago, finding pretty much the same results. Is this a separate autopsy or is this
Separate autopsy. We didn't have the physical exam of the body at that time. Any other questions?
Regarding that statement 2 weeks ago, where did that information come from then, if not from this autopsy?
Right, so we had probably 200 photos, videos of the body done. And again, the medical examiner who looked at the body saw this in her preliminary conclusions.
Thank you, Attorney Maxwell. Any further questions? Yes, sir.
This one for Mr. Maxwell. I asked you last time about the officer involved in the shooting. There were people on social media that are trying to identify him. Were there any details?
No, we won't speculate. They when they identify the officer, we will know, but we do think it's important, and I think Attorney Maxwell, Attorney Bargainer, and all of us agree. We need to know what happened when he was shot, why was he shot, and who shot him.
That's right.
That is critically important, because we need to know his history, his background, his jacket.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Has there been any further contact with the family or with any of the attorneys on the team, with Aaliyah or any law enforcement agencies here in Alabama?
No. Yes, ma'am.
Yesterday, Homewood's mayor released a statement, basically calling for quick results for the family, but at the same time, essentially saying that Homewood's hands were tied. Just going off of that statement from the Homewood mayor yesterday, does anyone on the legal team have any type of response to his statement?
I'll let Attorney Hurst and Attorney Bargainer and Maxwell speak on that.
Well, the first question that we want to ask the mayor is, what did he see?
That's
He
right.
looked at.
That's right.
It's real easy to say, I can't release the video, but, and say I'm here for the family, but how easy is it just to tell the family? And
Come on.
I think the questions that we need to be asking, and these are good questions too, are where is the bullet? Because the location of the bullet, who took it out, would make a big difference. The medical examiner did an X-ray of the body and there was no bullet in it. There's no exit wound preliminarily. So where's the bullet? You know, when we go to trial, we always tell the jury that a picture shows 1,000 words or says 1,000 words. Well, a video says 1,000,000 words.
And we want the video. That's right.
This is his sister. I didn't know. I feel you, Queen. Yeah. Mr. Bargainer?
As lawyers, we go to court, we look at evidence, we call it objective evidence. A video is so objective, and you can't distort it. It shows what happened. It's like watching a movie that's been made. You can watch it over and over and over again. It's gonna show the same thing. We know what the ending is. Here, what happened in the front end. Let's see the video. A comment made by the mayor, we appreciate it. But the problem with that is, he's more than likely seen the video. And this family has not seen it. They've got to go do a preliminary autopsy just to find this finding. It's not fair.
It's not fair.
That's not objective. That's not helping this family.
That's right.
Show us the objective evidence.
Yes.
The video.
I live in Atlanta. This is where the autopsy took place, this independent autopsy in Georgia. And I think the importance of this is that we had to do this because we did not have the video. Moving the body from here in Alabama all the way to Georgia before the funeral, and then having the autopsy done, then moving the body back here for the funeral. The toll on this family is great, right? If they had released the video with all of that, the cost, the moving of the body, the emotional distress of all of that, we probably didn't need that. But we're looking for answers. And so that's why we're here today, is to try to find some answers and ask the attorneys for this family. It hurts us too that we can't give them more answers. And as your community, I know that you're hurting too.
Yes.
You need the answers, right? This is your community. These are your people. Right? We stand together. You need the answers too. And frankly, all of America, they need the answers. What happened? And show the video.
Deandra Peoples, his cousin, his first cousin wanted to say something.
I just wanted to say on behalf of the family, we greatly appreciate the outpouring love that we've been receiving from the community and everyone that knows Jabari and that don't know Jabari. And also just want to, speak on the fact that Homewood Police Department, North Aaliyah, have been in contact with the family even as from day one. They did not reach out. So it's just heartbreaking that it feel like we have been shown no respect. The day it happened, we spent literally all day looking and talk to speak with someone. So our last resort was to call the news to get answers. When no one speak with us, Homewood Police Department, North Aaliyah, they closed the door on us. Aaliyah finally reached out to my uncle and aunt Vivian and when after they made the Facebook post was made. So it's just almost 24 hours later, and here it is 3 weeks later, and we still asking for answers from Aaliyah. Bless you. Bless you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Dear. Yeah. This family has been through it and they still standing, so thank God. Are there any final questions? Yes, sir.
Two quick questions. Who did the independent autopsy, and were there any other findings, any other wounds on the body?
At this point, we're not able to tell you who it is. We can tell you it's an Atlanta medical examiner that's highly qualified. It will be, if the video is shown to us and it doesn't vindicate whoever did the shooting, it will be shown and she will testify.
And were there any other wounds on the body?
There were, but we thought this was the most significant wound because we know that none of the other wounds caused death.
Can you give us any details about the other wounds?
I won't want to speculate. When their autopsy is released, we'll have her do her complete autopsy and we will release it to the press. Okay? Yes, sir.
I just want some clarity on who's responsible for releasing the video. Is it the Homewood or is it just that?
You know,
it's sitting up here and called.
that's why we're that's why we're in court now. I'll let Attorney Barganier and Attorney Maxwell speak to that.
Right, and so our petition, we're asking for Homewood. With the rules with this petition, you can only file it against folks who could be possible defendants. We know that this is a Homewood officer, Homewood involved shooter, right? And so we're asking Homewood, we know that they have multiple pieces of evidence outlined in our complaint, in our petition, and we're asking for that to be released. Now, Homewood is obviously saying they need permission from Aaliyah, but that's why we're going to the court. Because ultimately, at the end of the day, the judge has the controlling say in that.
Thank you. That's why we have good local counsel who know all the Alabama rules. Attorney Barganier?
I think Lee already hit it right on the head. If you file a lawsuit, that's the process of getting into the courthouse, getting in front of a judge so somebody can make a ruling. This statute's been around for, I guess, a few years now. And I don't know if we have much clarity as far as case law from our Supreme Court as it relates to interpreting the statute. But something as preliminary as showing a video to the family, which the statute does allow, show the video, right?
What I would say is, if this was one of our friends, this officer, or whoever it was preliminarily, and there was a video that made him free of all this, would we not show that video?
Show the video.
And, 3 weeks, we've all lost loved ones, and we put them in the ground.
Yeah.
And that's where they belong, with God. 3 weeks, and they couldn't get their son in the ground. That is the saddest thing I've seen.
Thank you. In conclusion, it just goes without saying that it's so hypocritical when you think about it. Because if this was somebody in our community and they had did something inappropriate or committed a crime, they would have released it. It would be all over the evening news. That's right. And they wouldn't come up with no excuse talking about, well, we got to wait, it's pending an investigation. No. When people in our community alleged to have committed a crime.
Come on.
It's everywhere.
Vote trial.
Why do we have two sets of rules?
All right.
When the police kill one of us,
Yeah.
that it's delayed.
Yeah.
I often suspect that that's part of the modus operandi, that delay until people forget about Jabari Peoples. Well, we're not going to forget about Jabari Peoples. We're going to stand with Jabari Peoples. We're going to get justice for Jabari Peoples. Justice for Jabari Peoples.
A friend. We need at least two friends to say something about their friend. And too many times we have these press conferences we go on, but there are hurting hearts and friends. As a friend to stick closer than a sister or brother. So let's just make that room. I personally need some fire in my engine. Going up and down that road, a big Aliceville, right in front of me as I was leaving Aliceville. A big motorcycle turned over right in front of me. I had to help a lady on this huge motorcycle and call to do all that. This is coming straight out the film down there. Then about 3 miles away, a big deer ran right in front of me. All these things happen. That is satanic for us, I'm concerned. But you're not gonna prohibit it. So I need some friends like me that call me and demand. So I need to hear from these friends because they the one, I don't want no 10 toes down, I want 10 toes up. You're not running if your toes down. You're getting it, that's the bar, you take. You won a lot of those races by those toes. So two of you stand on your toes and let this audience feel what you feel. And great pastors, thank you guys for coming in such a short notice. Y'all already know assignment because y'all was in the battle. Y'all was in the battle. Brother Battle, that's one of the top Martin Luther King's men right there. Very quiet. Stand a minute. Stand a minute. Yeah. He's a battle axe. When you go to where the kneeling preachers are kneeling in the park, that's one of them. It's quiet, shy, but a fight and a stand. So let's do that. Let's stand. Let's do what we got to do. And they don't want what we gonna bring if we bring it. Every march we've had of late, in my years before whatever they retired, you know, that's like retire your tire, get 4 new tires to retire. But I didn't take them. I got them back. And we gonna have to unloose possibly what we should have done long ago. When they killed little girl Coleman, that are hang over there in that jail by themselves and say she hung herself. No way. Chaplain, I'm sorry. She was Kendra Coleman. And the other woman, don't forget about the one who wore the black and red, the evangelist, that the police throwed her down in the wall, in the Walmart, whatever.
Mary Johnson.
What was it? Talk to me.
Mary Johnson.
Mary Johnson, an evangelist with her daughter. And they jumped any black person that had red and black on here in Homewood. Ain't no home in these woods right now. Ain't no home in these woods. And we're not playing this time. But anyway, I'm very much too. I just had to ad-lib that because we missed points that give us the drive and the appreciation we have to exemplify and not be overlooked when we got the package. All right, thank you, Ben.
Thank you to Frank and thank you to Black Lives Matter. Thank you to the clergy. Thank you to all the community leaders and all the activists who are standing up with this family. Because we know if they quit saying his name, they will sweep him under the rug. So say his name. Say his name. Say his name. Thank you all very much. We will continue to keep you updated as we get more information. God bless you all.
Ain't gonna let nobody turn me around, turn me around, turn me around. Ain't gonna let nobody turn me around.
Gonna keep on walking, keep on marching, marching on freedom. No justice, no peace, no justice, no peace. If we don't get no justice, we don't get no peace. If we don't get no justice, there will be no peace. We leave here today on foot, marching to knock on the doors of City Hall once again. Leave here with us. All preachers, go with us. If you cannot walk, drive with us. We are ready to leave here and knock on the doors of the city of Homewood again and demand answers once again. Say his name, Jabari Peoples. Say his name. Say his name. If we don't get it shut down. If we don't get it shut down. If we don't get it shut down.
Roll till. And we